Auston, what's your perspective on how Pacioretty has handled the long layoff and what he can bring to you guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a physical, fast player. I mean, he plays very straight lines, and I mean, I think he's pretty fired up to get back in the lineup. It's been a little while for him, but I mean, he's a veteran guy. I think he knows what to do out there, and especially in this kind of situation, just keeping things simple and just play his game.
What do you expect from the building tonight? There usually are a lot of Leafs fans, but Ottawa's waited a long time for playoff hockey. Like, what do you think the atmosphere will be like tonight?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. I mean, we know they're going to be ready to go. They're going to want to have a response. So we just got to be ready from the drop of the puck. Those first 10 minutes are going to be really important. We know it's going to be buzzing in here, and just got to manage those and continue just to take it one shift at a time.
Auston, I know it was just the one power play last game, but what's allowed you guys to have so much success there with the man advantage in the series?
I mean, I think just being able to generate chances, getting different looks, not just scoring in one way, being able to facilitate the puck around and score in different ways and try to give them different looks, when we do get the man advantage.
Different matchups on the road. What stands out to you about Pinto and the challenge about going up against him?
Yeah, he's good in the face-off circle. He's big, he's strong. That line plays with a lot of pace, and they play very north-south. So, I think it's important just to be good in the face-off circle, make sure that we're battling on those 50-50 battles is really important, not just in the face-off circle, but all around the ice. I think that's been the message for us, through 2 games, just continue to be hard on pucks, win battles, because pucks are obviously very, very important. Winning those are a very important part of the game.
Auston, Max has blown out his ACL or his Achilles twice in his career. I mean, he's 36, he's still grinding. What does it say about his just love for the game that he's still out here doing this?
Yeah, he loves it. I mean, it's evident every day you see him at the rink. He just loves being around the guys, loves being on the ice, just loves the game. So, it's been awesome being able to get to know him and play with him this year. Being American, I think we share a lot of, common things, with each other and stuff. So it's been cool. And, I know he's had a long road, over the last, stretch of a couple of years, some tough luck, and obviously this year as well with some injuries. But like I said, he's a guy that just loves the game. He wants to be out there. He wants to compete. He wants to win. And those are guys that you always want on your side.
He's a captain of Canadian market too. He's bounce ideas off, or just feelings about that pressure of being an American captain of Canadian market. What it's like.
I mean, I don't think we really talked about that too much, to be honest with you. I mean, with him, the conversation can go anywhere, so it's not really always even centered around hockey and stuff. I mean, he's a really entertaining guy to be around, and like I said, the conversation could be about just about anything, and it's going to be you'll get a good laugh out of it. So,
what stood out to you about the way John's played down the end of the regular season and bringing that into the first 2 games of the postseason?
Yeah, just really steady. I mean, his game's always, he's always fine-tuning his game and just looking for ways to get better, but I just find his consistency all over the ice, face-off circle, power play. I mean, just important areas of the ice. He's always so solid, and he's been playing great for us.
What was it like for you to see Domi have that moment, overtime winner?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's a big goal. To take a 2-0 series lead, and you gotta. The emotions and everything just gets heightened in playoffs. So, that one felt really good. And, I mean, it was a big goal. The confidence, when you get that, the confidence just, keeps going and stuff like that. And he's been playing great for us as well. So, he's just going to continue to play his game, be hard on pucks, and do what he does. So,
how would you describe Marcus Bart's emotions now that it's playoff time? What's he doing?
I mean, I don't think he's changed too much. He likes to keep things light and positive, but he's definitely focused to make sure that the guys are focused out there, but at the same time, he likes to keep things light, which is always great, I think.
A couple of the Ottawa guys mentioned that it's really difficult to play against you guys with the way you block shots. Do you think you're leading by example? You had multiple blocks in Game 2.
Well, I think at this time of year, I mean, it takes the group, it takes everybody out there, and no matter what your role is, you got to sacrifice and do all the little things. Obviously you want to produce, you want to do all that stuff, but like I said, puck battles, face-offs, blocking shots, making plays at the right time, taking care of pucks in the right areas. I mean, those are all the little things that accumulate over the time, over games, over series, and those are the details that you need to obviously win.
What do you feel like to have a moment like this after what you've gone through this season?
Just really excited. I waited a little bit here for this, and I've put in a lot of work and had a lot of great people in my corner help me out, and I'm fortunate I'm ready to go.
What do you think it would be like to jump in the middle of a playoff series after such a long layoff?
Done it before. I was a little bit younger though, but I feel confident. I'm ready to go. I've put in a lot of hard work. A lot of really good resources here we've spoken about time and time again to help you get up to speed without playing a game, and I feel like I'm ready to go.
Watching the first 2 games, what did you notice most about this Battle of Ontario so far?
It's a good question. I mean, playoffs, each game kind of writes its own story, and momentum is so important, and they're obviously looking to come home and build off their crowd and being at home. And, we did that at home, obviously, so we know what it's like when now the roles reverse a little bit, and got to try and take away any momentum they get off their crowd and being at home.
How did you stay sharp? What are you doing to just be ready for this moment?
A lot of working out and skating and using the resources, the skills coaches, and it's no secret that Toronto is this organization sets the standard for resources and working on your game and coming back from injury. So I'm very fortunate to be able to work with those guys.
You were out there this morning skating with Bobby and Max. What did you see from watching them the past couple of weeks in terms of their game?
They've been mixed up a bit. The lines haven't really stayed the same, so hard to comment on that. But for them specifically, obviously Domes is feeling great about himself after putting that one in, and you know how it goes when you score a big goal. You start to feel a little bit better about yourself. And Bobby's a straight line player that plays the same every night. He works hard, does the little things that makes him successful, the line and the team successful, and I'm just looking to try and create some space for them.
You've been a visitor player in this arena in the playoffs before with a traveling fan base. What do you think it's going to be like here tonight?
It'll be loud. It'll be we can't get 2 up or 2 down because it'll be loud. It'll be a really good building, and we can't let them take over. No matter what happens in the game, gotta keep our composure.
What was it like for you personally, to get injured in February and have to wait this long and put in all that work? What was the emotional range that you went through there?
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that.
What's it mean to get another shot at the cup? Like, this is why you look at the big picture, why you came here. How would you sum up what it means to be back in the playoff next year?
Yeah, you couldn't have said any better. I mean, everyone has told me, and that was the goal for me. This is why I'm here, and now I got to pitch in and help the team win.
How do you the play developed and you jump on?
Like I just said, I already forgot about it. For me, I'm just focusing on tonight, and that's the only matters for me.
Does it give you any confidence? Like the guys were just talking, like Max is going to feel a little more confident because he has that goal.
I mean, maybe for him, but for me, I just focus on tonight's game. That's how I see it. I can focus on the past. I have a game to play tonight, and I'll just focus on what I'm going to do tonight.
All right, tonight.
Yeah.
Usually there's a lot of Leafs fans in this building. Like, what are you expecting tonight in terms of the atmosphere?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a loud crowd. It's going to be really fun to play in, that's for sure.
Are you expecting a lot of blue? I know they're trying to. It's the playoffs. They've waited a long time. Like, are you still expecting to see a lot of Leafs colors in the?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I know our fans are dedicated, so I'm sure they'll be there.
Yeah. What does that do for you when it's like you're used to that at home, but like on the road, playoff game? What would that mean?
It's fun, like they bring the energy. Like when everybody yells every hit and stuff, it gives a little bit of momentum. So we'll try to use it.
What sort of response are you expecting from them tonight?
I think it's going to be their best game so far. We got to expect their best, and we just got to be ready.
What has stood out most to you when Max Pacioretty gets in the lineup?
Pardon?
Max Pacioretty, what has stood out most when he jumps in the lineup?
Yeah, no, he's a big body. I'm sure he's excited to be jumping in. I'm sure he's going to be ready. And I'm grateful to have it in the lineup tonight.
What areas do you think you guys need to improve?
We just got to play good hockey here. Like, it's playoffs. Every player here is trying to be at their best, and we just got to be on the same page, everyone, and try to limit as many chances as we can and capitalize on our chances.
What are you guys doing while to block so many shots?
Yeah, just dedication to help the team, help our goalie, and as long as if we can get rid of 20 shots on Stoli, I'm sure he's happy about it.
What do you think about him standing up for himself there with Red leading the other game?
Yeah, that shows how emotional playoffs can be, and you love to see your goalie being emotionally involved for sure.
I mean, you're going into battle every night, and sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen, and you have to respond and stay level-headed and stay composed. And there's so many little little things that go into this time of year, and we're just trying to build our game to where we need it to be, where we want it to be, and try to match their desperation, their physicality early on. We know they're going to come and be ready, and we need to be ready for that.
Chris, what does it mean to have Max Pacioretty back for this week?
Yeah, he's been great. Obviously hasn't played in the last little while, but he's a big body, physical. He's played a lot of playoff games, scored some big goals throughout his career, and just having that presence in the room, being able to throw things off each other. Hey, let's do this. Hey, we need to do that, and just having him around is amazing for our group.
How does it change like the spirits of your team too, just to see what he's been through to fight back from an injury to get back here?
Yeah, he's been through a ton. I mean, throughout his career, throughout the last few years for sure, and I'm sure he's extremely eager to suit up today after a couple hard years of rehab and grind, and I think it can wear on you physically, mentally, and he's just done a great job of I think being present and enjoying himself and being fun around the boys.
For you, what stood out about the start Morgan's had to the series?
Yeah, he's a dynamic player, so he's made some great plays, and we count on him to do that. So I mean, he's been really good for us all year. I only see him getting better as we move on here, and game by game, period by period, I think he keeps elevating his game, which is amazing for us.
Do you sense that there's a difference in your team given the experience level in the playoffs compared to the Senators? Like, can you sense that?
I don't think so. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's hockey and two teams competing against each other, and we know they're going to work extremely hard, and they do have some veterans who have played a lot of games over there, so they're going to be ready to go and work.
Craig, it appears you're putting in Max for Nick. Obviously, a successful lineup you're kind of changing, but what's your logic behind it there, if you don't mind sharing?
A veteran guy coming into a game here, it's going to be, it's going to be tough here. It's their crowd, and just wanted to make that change, get a veteran guy in there, bigger guy, heavier.
What's been your perspective, Craig, on how he's handled the long layoff?
Max?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's tough, for sure. But that, he's handled it fairly well. Things happen. You can't control a lot of things that happen. I think he, for sure he wanted to be in there and playing, but he's got the opportunity now. And, to me, he's worked hard, kept a good attitude for the most part. It's not easy, especially for a guy, he's been around a long time, veteran guy. It's always harder for those guys.
When you say you're anticipating it being a difficult or hard game tonight, what's going to make it that way?
Well, I think them at home here, their crowd and everything, they're going to make a hard push here, obviously, early. And, it just, for me, as the series goes along, in any series, it always gets harder.
How much more difficult will the Stützle line be to contain now that you don't have last change?
It'll be different, yeah, for sure. It's, tough to get your matchups on the road all the time, but I trust our players. When you're out there, you got to do the job.
Craig, Travis was asked about keeping Auston off the board so far, and he knocked on that table in front of you. Like, what are you sensing from that line right now? Like, what are you seeing for them 5-on-5? How close do you think they are to really breaking out?
Yeah, they're closer. I mean, obviously things like everybody else that you're looking at that they can do better. I mean, they're tough matchups with Stützle line. It's a good line. So I think they're doing a good job defensively and checking and doing a lot of good things. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep working. I mean, goals will go in, but, you want to score goals in the playoffs, it's about getting to the net more than anything. I mean, you're going to get opportunities for sure at times on broken plays and things like that, but get to the net. That's where the goals go in most of the time in the playoffs, the greasy goals around the net. But overall, I'm pleased with that line, the job they're doing. I'm not too worried about Matthews.
We saw you have to maybe tell Mark Savard to pump the brakes a little bit on the bench celebrating after in the first game on one of the power play goals. Sportsnet had video of that. How important is it to just keep the energy calm behind the bench?
Well, we ask the players to be composed, and we talk about it all the time, so that goes for us too.